Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy day after Labor Day.
Yeah. We hope you had a wonderful Labor Day weekend.
And that everybody's safe and that you're where you're supposed to be and no problem. It was a gorgeous weekend down here.
It was. We, lots of times we've had rain on the weekends, but this weekend was just gorgeous.
The
And
humidity was down, the temperature was down. So, boy, I'll tell you, if you took advantage of it, boy, good for you. Because it was fabulous the whole weekend through.
It was.
But anyway, welcome to a visit with Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Yep.
And
So glad you could join us.
Always happy to have you here. And please, if you're joining us, make sure you share and you start a watch party or click that you're sharing so that others can see this as well. So
we got an exciting show, so I think you're going to definitely want to share. And again, feel free to comment because we do have a special guest.
We have a lot of people that have asked us to bring this person back because he's such a fabulous entertainer. And he's actually a dear friend of ours. We even had dinner together last week.
We did. So it was certainly our pleasure to have him back on our show.
But if you would, please say good morning to Mr. Stewart Chapman, a.k.a. Elvis Presley. Good morning, Stewart.
Good morning. How are y'all today?
Oh, we are phenomenal. Thank you. So
we're good.
Yeah, it's great to be back here. And I'm glad you guys enjoyed the dinner.
Oh, very much so. Very, very much so. But actually, we wanted to have Elvis back because we've got some wonderful announcements to make for those that haven't been following him too closely.
Yeah.
He's now a regular here. Why don't you tell us about it, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So I actually, back in, I want to say, the end of July, the position had opened up where I could be full-time. And of course, I was very anxious and excited to take the position. And so now...
And this is where?
This is at Main Event Theater. And we are located at traffic light number 4. If you know where Little Dolly's is, if you turn right up there, go up to the top of the hill, you're going to see a big sign that says Elvis and Conway. And you're going to make a right turn, and we're right there in the back corner there. So now I am a full-time Elvis.
Every day except Wednesday and Sunday,
That
correct?
is correct, yes.
At 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to catch this show. It is the most wonderful show, and it's going to be the highlight of your trip if you're out here. Boy,
It is,
I'm just amazed.
And one of the things is that, we know Stewart, but we also attended his show, and it was fabulous. Just fabulous. I mean, I can't tell you, you won't be disappointed, that's for sure. I mean, if you like Elvis, you're going to like Stewart. I mean, you're going to love Stewart because it was a wonderful, wonderful show.
And of course, he sings all the songs. Well, not all, because Elvis had what
He'd
about
be there longer
what
than
did he
2
have,
hours.
350 songs, something like that.
710 or 700.
Oh, I was close.
Yeah, 700.
700
over 700
plus.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
well, I think he'd be there longer than 2 hours.
So yeah,
You would be.
I don't think you could sit through that show.
As the joke goes, I always say, Santa, that we would be there till Christmas.
Yeah.
That brings up an interesting question. Now, do you change the songs for different shows, or do you do basically the same songs over? And I know there's some that you have to do,
Right?
Because everybody wants Kentucky Rain. Everybody wants,
Suspicious Minds.
Suspicious Minds. But do you also move some? One of my favorite. Give me a little, Puppet on a String.
Oh yeah, beautiful song. So every time you look at me, I'm as helpless as can be. I become a puppet on a string. You can do most anything with me.
I love that song. I love it. But see, I grew up watching that movie.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I mean, that song's been in my head all of my life.
I love it when he steals the guy's boat and drives it back and parks it in the swimming pool.
Well, I had to park it somewhere where I wouldn't get hurt.
Right.
But seriously, do you change the songs around, or do you pretty much keep the same
Well,
show?
It's a very interesting question because at the show, before when I was just doing a fill-in, I was only doing 2 eras of Elvis Presley's career, the 50s and the 68 Black Leather, which I think is what you might have seen when
I
when
think
you
so,
came.
yes.
Yes, we saw that.
Yeah.
And so now we've actually added a 3rd era. So we have all 3 eras of Elvis Presley's career covered now. The 50s, the 68 Black Leather, and the Vegas years. The 70s, the jumpsuits, the scarves, the kisses, all the good stuff. So now you're getting to see 3 different transitions of Elvis Presley's career. Not only how the outfits and the things, but how he changed through his career. His vocals, as he got older, he matured. So the voice pattern changes. So I guess, and yeah, like, and as we get closer to like Christmas, we'll definitely be adding more of his Christmas.
You better.
In there. Oh yeah. And we actually, it's nice because Chloe actually runs my sound for that particular show. And with her running sound, we can actually deviate if somebody has, like, if they have a birthday or an anniversary and they say, hey, can you just please sing Can't Help Falling in Love, it's our favorite song, then we can do that. We offer that, which a lot of other theaters, you can't be as flexible.
Well,
but
and
here you can.
I think that's what makes such a major difference is the fact that because number one, you're not lip syncing. You are singing these songs yourself, and you have Elvis's voice
Yes.
down cold.
Yes.
So if somebody makes a request, or if somebody says, "Hey, it's my birthday. Would you please sing?" You can do that right there on the spot.
Right on the spot.
In fact, you can even offer that on your website, and you do, don't you?
I do. As a matter of fact, when they go on the website, if you're not on Facebook, which is the Facebook page is the Stewart Chapman Entertainer page, and they'll scroll down because the website is rather long. We are in the process of fixing that, but if they click on that link to the website, it's going to take them directly to it. And if they scroll down, they have what is called a custom video, and the custom video allows them to do they can do where I can do a song, I can do a shout out, they can customize and figure out what they actually want. Matter of fact, we did a birthday for a little girl. We sang 2 songs to her, and there's it's all based off of what you want would determine the price. The prices vary per session, and yeah, it's a really nice way for people who can't always come to the theater to see the show that can see a virtual.
Hannah, could you bring that up on the screen there?
I
Because
have
we
that.
got it up on his website.
Yeah.
And yeah, it talks about all the different options and opportunities that Stewart can do for you. And I got to tell you, if somebody wants something particular, this is the way to go. Boy, to have Elvis sing to you for an anniversary or for a special birthday or for something like that. Okay, she's unable to pull it up right now. But
Having a little
Right.
bit of
So
technical difficulties, but just let me, because we always like to acknowledge who's watching.
Sure.
So we have Chris Hardy. Hello, he's watching from Naples, Florida.
All
Hi,
right.
Chris. Good morning. Glad you could join us. We have Lois Chapman, who's watching It's Mama's watching. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
Good morning,
And
Lois.
we have Evelyn Stonehill watching. So welcome.
Welcome,
Glad you could
Evelyn.
join us
Glad
this
you could
morning.
join us.
Yeah.
And if you guys have a, not Mom, don't ask, Mom, Lois, don't ask if he's doing his laundry on time or anything like that. But if you have a question for Elvis, by all means, we'll try and pass it on
Yeah, fire away.
Yeah.
to Stewart here and let him answer.
Or if they have
But-
a song request, we could do that.
Oh,
that's true.
oh,
We,
you heard it here. Okay,
Yes.
he just said it.
Yep.
So if there's a special song you want to hear,
Yep.
he'll do at least a little verse of it. So put your request in now, because boy, you know, since we got him, we can keep him here as long as we want, or at least until his show at 2:00. But anyway,
Right.
but yeah, so go on. You were talking about that, and now are you developing that? Is that becoming even more of your repertoire as far as getting these video chats and stuff?
It has become more popular. I think due to the COVID, I think it's definitely brought out a lot of more people are liking more of the audio, but they like it because it is more personable.
Sure.
It's because it's something that you're directing to them and dedicating to them. So I think it's really something that I think has caught on tremendously well.
Well, and especially, if they do have COVID concerns, or if
Right,
they can't
right.
get out, or if they're worried about their health. Yeah, this is a great way to kind of cheer yourself up and
Absolutely.
get a personal
Well, or
video.
if you're like Chris, he's in Naples, Florida right now, and we just had Brenda Miller join us, and Stewart. So
Brenda.
glad you're having a good year.
Thank you.
So are we. Boy,
Yeah.
I'll tell you, we were so thrilled. The last time we had Stewart on here, we said,
Yes.
God, wouldn't it be great to get him here all the time? And it's like, we just said a few prayers, and lo and behold, that happened.
Yes, we have some more announcements to make later on.
Oh, and we do indeed.
Yeah, about
Yes.
Stewart. So,
We could start a fan club
I
here.
know,
I'm
we
telling
could.
you, an
We
MFL. We could do a Elvis Presley fan club starring Stewart Chapman.
And speaking of fan club, on the website, there is what is called the fan group. If they scroll down, they'll see just past the word there's the YouTube channel, but there's a little white box that says join fan group.
Oh,
They
and you've
can
got
click-
lots of pictures on there.
Yeah, you
he's
can
got
click that.
got a ton of pictures
yeah.
of different people that have visited the theater with him and
Mm-hmm.
been with him. Oh, you got some good ones on there.
Yeah.
Well,
That's cool.
and I think since we are having a little technical difficulty with the computer, I think it's probably fair to say that if you type in Stewart Chapman Entertainer, that you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Into Google or whatever browser that you use. I'm sure the both his website and of course he has a Facebook page.
I was going to say,
as
you can
well,
also go
so.
to his Facebook page because
Yes,
it keeps that
yes.
active, and that's actually what's the Facebook moniker for him on that?
Stewart Chapman Entertainer, I think.
There you go.
That's
So
Stewart
go to
Chapman Entertainer.
Facebook and look
Yeah.
up Stewart Chapman, and Stewart is spelled Stewart, Chapman, Chapman, Entertainer. Figure it out. And you can find his Facebook page, and that's got a lot of current information on him as well. So,
It
by
does.
all means.
It does.
So, now I think we should take a break.
I think so too. Let's because we have some more information that we want to share with you about.
But we don't want to cut it short for
No,
our sponsors.
about
so.
Stewart's plans. So yeah, let us take a short break and we'll be right back to you.
Okay, stay with us. Hello. You may recognize us from Mountain Fun Life TV show Story Time with Santa and Mrs. Claus. And here are the stories that bring the TV show to life. This Santa's Elf series of children's books features wonderful rhyme and beautiful corner-to-corner illustrations and include a special message from Santa at the end of each story. I wrote the books and Mrs. Claus did the artistry. Available in hard and soft covers, these books are available wherever great children's books are sold, or online or at our website, thenorthpolepress.com. There are 7 already published and more on the way. So pick up 1 or more of these books and read them to your kids today.
Welcome back.
Thank you for staying with us.
Yes, and I think we fixed some of our technical difficulties. So I think actually before we start talking to Stewart about what we want to talk, we just would like to revisit his website, and just so, because I want to show, this is the fan page.
There it is.
That he was talking about. That is the tab over there, and then I want to go to the custom video one, and then there you can see where you can fill in the information to get a quote. So, and as he said, get a birthday shout out or such like that, and then of course here is his Facebook page. So, and make sure that you like and follow his Facebook. So.
Well, and before we leave from there, I gotta say hello to Brenda. Good morning, dear. I'm glad you've joined us as well. It's good to see you here. So now we have another announcement to make, and why don't you talk about this one, Mrs. Claus?
Well, we have heard through our grapevine here in Mountain Fun Life that there's a possibility that Mondays there might be a show with Elvis. So can you tell us a little sneak peek of maybe what that might entail?
Yeah, so we were thinking of having the possibility of having an Elvis talk show where people could come and interact and ask some of their questions, like if something they've always wanted to ask, or if the song they've wanted to hear, and we're gonna be doing some possible giveaways for the show.
Ooh.
Yes. So it's going to be
tickets.
a lot of fun.
Tickets.
So
That'd be fun.
we'd love to encourage everybody to feel free and check that out.
And can they ask you questions about the king and his
Yes,
life?
absolutely,
And I mean,
that's the beauty of it. We can do some. We're going to be doing some Elvis trivia. We're going to be doing some like I said, giveaways. We're going to be doing songs of the day, where people have put ahead of time. They'll vote on what song they would like to really hear that day, and then we'll actually perform it for them. And
oh, how cool. What a
cool.
neat idea.
gonna
What
be
a
really
neat idea. No, I think that's super. I mean, there's so many Elvis fans out there. I mean,
Yes, there are. There
next
really
to
are.
Santa Claus. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
But there's a tremendous number of fans for Elvis. And there's a lot, and we were talking about this before the show, Stewart. There's a lot of misconceptions and a lot of, information that's been kind of misdirected over the years.
Sure.
And you could help set a lot of that straight, and you can really talk about that. So, and I think that's important. Is you should know your facts before you start talking about it to other people. We're having a lot of problems with that with Facebook lately, but anyway.
We are.
But this would be a good way.
We also want to welcome Kimberly Taylor.
Oh, Kimberly!
She
hello.
says, "Good morning, Santa," and Mike Stokes.
Hey, Mike.
Morning, y'all.
How you doing?
Good to have you here, Mike.
Well, we're having a good session this morning. Boy,
We
you're
are.
all up and awake after the holiday.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. Congratulations.
Now, I have a question for you, Stewart, on Main Event.
Yeah.
So are you able to choose the songs that you want to sing there?
Yeah, so actually, and that's a great question. The show that I do is pretty much, as we said before, you have all three eras of Elvis Presley's career. But the beauty of it is since Chloe is the one that actually runs my sound for my particular show. Now, the other show is done digitally, so he actually controls the remote that switches his songs for him. But now mine, if somebody does have a specific request, we can actually offer that to them. So yeah, we can change the songs, which is nice.
That makes it a lot more personal.
It does.
Yes.
And
It does.
gives
Yeah.
the audience and this is I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I know there's a lot of Elvis impersonators out there that do theater, but it's really just like, no, this is the
is what I
set
do.
and this is what I do, and that's what I like about yours is you really can genuinely play to the audience. And yeah, we haven't seen the jumpsuit section yet.
No,
so
no, we
are dying. For
Yeah,
that.
we have to come back and see that. I mean,
Well,
that's.
And you just got some new suits for that, did you not?
I did, yes. So I got two new suits. One was the fringe, which is absolutely beautiful. It's got all the beads that comes down with the long fringe,
Oh yeah.
and they're all different multicolored beads. And then with the belt, and then the second one is a black suit with gold tapestry that goes down, and a gold tapestry collar.
The big collar, the
Yeah,
big
the
wide
big
collar.
collar.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a beautiful
love
suit.
that. Oh, anxious to see that.
I know,
mean,
I know.
How many suit changes can you do on stage?
Right?
I'll be back again. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
One of my favorite ones, funny story very quickly. I remember we did a musical called Elvis the Man, the Music, and it was taking place at the Capitol Theater. And we were doing this musical, and I was doing the black leather. And they would do a freeze frame where the lights would go out and you'd have to stand in one spot and not move till the lights came back on and you started your song. You had a narrator off to the corner who was narrating Elvis's life
Oh,
from a
okay.
fan's perspective. It was really cool how they did it. Well, at one point I had to change from the black leather to the white If I Can Dream suit.
Mm.
And I had less than a minute
Oh my
to
gosh.
change. I had I think I did it in 45 seconds or something.
Oh my hell.
But we had to do all the little tricks of the trade where we had to cut the bolo in half and put Velcro on so we could, and I had to wear the white shirt underneath of the black leather, and so it was an interesting, needless to say, experience.
Yeah,
So.
you said if I could. Wait, give us one of your personal favorites, if you would.
As far as experiences,
Song.
or songs,
I
Oh,
want
awesome.
some music.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, one of my favorites, and I tell them this, with having 700 songs, it's hard to pick one. as your
Yeah.
favorite. It changes from week to week. And one week it's Suspicious Mind, one week it's Hound Dog. One of my favorites to perform is If I Can Dream.
You mentioned it. I love that song.
And I love it, and I love the message behind it. And I think it's very appropriate especially for today, as well as it was when it was wrote.
Yes,
So
definitely.
yeah, definitely that song. Definitely is one of my favorites to
Well,
perform.
can you give us a little
Sure,
of that?
absolutely. There must be lights burning brighter somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in a sky more blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh why can't my dream come true?
Oh, beautiful, boy.
Well,
I'll
and
you
isn't
know,
that true? Walk with my brothers. We should do more of that.
And in case, if anybody had a question as to whether or not that's his actual voice, he just proved it.
Yeah,
Because
it is.
you can't do something like that
No.
a cappella,
Yeah.
off the cuff,
Yeah.
on demand.
Yes, and actually, you have to do that on your show, don't you? You actually do things to let people know that it is him, because I will tell you, even us, when we went to the show, he's so good, and you just listen to that voice and you think, is that really him? But it is. It's amazing. But you have to do that to let people know
To prove
that
the
you're
fact.
not lip syncing.
He's got to prove the fact
I know.
that he's not doing this as a recorded thing.
I
It's
know.
just amazing. And then when he's in the full outfits and, and
yeah.
it's all made up, boy, I'll tell you what, the hairs on your arm are going to stand up and you're going to go, it's him. It's really him.
It is.
And
it is.
you would not know the
No.
difference, I
No.
swear. But yeah, it's just absolutely amazing.
But that
So-
is true, isn't it? That you do have to
it
do
is.
that at the show, just to.
We do that at every show.
Yeah.
And because there's always somebody, it never fails at every show, that says, is he lip singing? And so what we do is we let the audience choose their favorite songs that they know, that they've heard growing up or listened to Elvis do, and we sing it completely a cappella, completely raw, and they're blown away. But yeah, and
Well, God's blessed you with some pretty incredible talent and
Yeah.
looks.
Absolutely.
So, by all means, I mean, that's absolutely amazing. And even if you're not a huge Elvis fan, I mean, Stewart puts on such a great show
He does.
that
He does.
it's just fascinating to watch him and to watch what he does. And it's a very comfortable theater.
I mean,
it's
it's a smaller theater.
more intimate.
So you really, you never sit very far from the stage, and I think again, Stewart is so good about engaging you into the show that you feel part of it. So it's really a fabulous experience, isn't it?
And we're going to have your partner on too pretty
Yeah.
soon. I mean, we haven't
Yes.
had Travis on
No,
yet.
no.
But he does a phenomenal Conway Twitty, and
Yep.
we've caught some segments of him, and he has been on Mountain Fun Light before with other hosts, but we haven't had the pleasure, so we got to get him
we gotta
over
get
here.
him on too.
So, but between the two of them, you could spend a whole day at Main Event Theater and not be sorry in the least. So, so anything else you want to talk about? That you want to mention?
I would just tell people to encourage them to really, if they really want to see the experience, they're going to have to come to Main Event Theater, and don't put it off. Go to Main Event Theater, go to their website, or also order some tickets. If they want to order tickets, they're going to call 865-366-5953. It'll put them directly to the box office. And the cool thing is if they are planning a trip to Pigeon Forge, if they know when they're coming down, they don't have to actually pay then. They can pay when they actually come to the theater.
Oh, that's nice.
Which
That's
is very nice.
Yeah, that
way to
is.
do
It is.
that. And they will reserve their seating for them. They will reserve a spot for them. So yeah.
Now you can't
Okay.
actually reserve the seats, though,
Right, exactly.
I mean,
So
yeah,
It's
because
a first come,
with the
first
COVID
serve.
thing now,
Yeah.
nobody's doing reserved seating like they
That's
used to
correct.
because
Right.
they have to plan accordingly
Uh-huh.
based on the
Right,
number of
right.
people that come into the theater.
Right,
So
right.
you know, but as Stewart said, you can order the tickets in advance and you'll be assured a seat.
Yes.
And again, it's such an intimate small theater from the standpoint it's not one of these big, mega
No,
plexes.
and it's
so you're
it's been
close to the
configured,
entertainer,
and
you're
it's
clo-
but it
yeah.
has been configured for COVID.
Oh yes.
So
Yes.
again, no concerns or worries there. They've taken the necessary steps and precautions, so
Yes.
you can enjoy yourself without those fears. So yeah, well, thank you so much
Thank you.
for joining us this
Oh.
morning.
Now,
What a pleasure.
do we have a start date in mind for the Elvis show, or are you guys still kicking that around?
We're
or-
still kicking it around, but as soon as we do, it will definitely be up on the website and on the Facebook page.
Absolutely,
All
and we'll
right.
have it here on
Yes,
Mountain Fun
and-
Life.
and we'll make
Obviously,
sure
we'll
that,
make sure that
yeah,
everybody knows
yeah.
that that's coming as well. Because boy, I'll tell you that'll be great, man.
Oh,
Talk
it
about asking
will.
your
It will. We'll
questions.
keep you posted on that. And of course, as always, you want to stay tuned to Mountain Fun Life. Tomorrow, there's going to be some exciting entertainment with Jim Johnson and James Gilley. They always have an exciting show. And then we're going to have Thursday with Chris and Savannah. You don't want to miss that. Of course, Friday is sports with
Rich Haley.
Haley,
Boy, and he's
so-
got his own station going now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
make sure you stay tuned in on that, especially for any local sports that you want to see. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, and until next week, and next week we have another person who is a photographer in this area
Yes,
coming.
yes.
And by the name of Scott Graham.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got beautiful calendars and books and everything of the
and all
Smokies.
kinds of things
so
to share.
we'll
with
be
you. So, yeah.
having him on next week. So
Yeah.
make sure you tune in next Tuesday as well. But in the meantime, thank you on behalf
Yes.
of Mountain Fun Life and, of course, Mrs. Claus and myself.
Yes, and
and Stewart
Stewart.
Chapman, Elvis Presley himself.
That's right.
So thank you all for joining us, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week. Take care, be kind,
kind to each other.
God bless.